You're probably wasting more time than you really need to on the SAT reading section, specifically the student note questions. So what most students do is when they come across these types of questions, they read all of the notes and then they read the question and then they read every single answer choice. By doing this, not only are you wasting a lot of time, but you also may be decreasing your chances of getting that answer choice correct. My name is Krishna, I'm the founder of Future Admit. We've helped hundreds of students from 22 plus countries earn their dream score. So the strategy I'm about to teach you is not only going to save you a lot of time for these questions, but it will also increase your chances of getting the question correct. This is because the answer choices on the SAT are actually trying to purposefully trick you. For example, if you ever go through the SAT reading section, you know that you can usually eliminate 2 answer choices, but then you're always stuck between the last 2. They both seem correct, but you know only one of them can actually be correct. Well, this is the situation that College Board is trying to put you in. You see, in school, the correct answer for reading comprehension questions is usually just the answer choice that is just flat out true. However, on the SAT, the answer choice must not only be true, meaning it has to be backed up by evidence in the text, but it also must answer the question actually being asked. This seems obvious at first, but on the SAT, it's not. So a lot of times the SAT is going to include 2 answer choices. They will both be true, but only one of them will be correct. The correct answer choice, remember, is going to answer the question being asked, and it will be true. The other one will just be true, and it's not going to actually answer the question being asked. So why does this matter? How does this relate to student note questions? Well, typically, once you already start reading something, so for example, you read all the bullets, all of these ideas and thoughts start coming into your head about what these bullets are even about. If you instead read the question first and then go straight to the answer choices, you will be able to at least eliminate a few answer choices without even reading the bullets. All we have to ask ourselves is this: does this answer choice, and then insert the goal, whatever the student is trying to figure out. So let's take a look at 2 examples from SAT practice test number 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is recognize, okay, this is a student note question. The first thing I'm going to do is go straight to the question. I'm going to ask myself, what does the student want to do? What is the student's goal? It tells us that the student wants to compare the lengths of the 2 rail tunnels. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? So instead of reading all the notes, then going to the question, then each answer choice, which takes up a lot of time and is going to get us confused on the main question being asked, we want to go straight to the answer choices and just ask ourselves, does this answer choice compare the lengths of the 2 rail tunnels? So answer choice A says some of the world's rail tunnels, including one tunnel that extends from England to France, are longer than 30 miles. So now we're going to ask ourselves, does this answer choice compare the lengths of the 2 rail tunnels? So are we comparing the lengths of the tunnels in this answer choice? The answer is no, right? It's just kind of saying that these tunnels are longer than 30 miles. We're not comparing any of the tunnels. So answer choice A can be eliminated. Answer choice B says the tunnel is roughly 33 miles long, while the slightly shorter channel tunnel is about 31 miles long. So now we're going to ask ourselves, does this answer choice compare the lengths of the 2 rail tunnels? The answer is yes, we are comparing the lengths of 2 tunnels here, right? We're saying one is about 33 miles long, while the other one is a little bit shorter. That is comparing the lengths of the tunnels. So answer choice B looks right. Let's go to C and D just to confirm that our answer is right. C says the Seikan Tunnel, which is roughly 33 miles long, connects the Japanese islands. Okay, so does this answer choice compare the lengths of the 2 rail tunnels? The answer is no, right? It's just telling us that it connects the Japanese islands. That does not compare 2 tunnels with each other, so I can eliminate C. Answer choice D says both the Seikan Tunnel, which is located in Japan, and the Channel Tunnel, which is located in Europe, are examples of rail tunnels. Does this answer choice compare the length of the tunnels? The answer is no, right? We're not comparing the lengths of any of the tunnels in this answer choice, so we can eliminate D. Therefore, B is the correct answer. So see how we went through every single answer choice and just asked ourselves, does this answer choice insert the student's goal? A lot of times when we read something beforehand, because we have all these thoughts and ideas going on, it can kind of get us confused on what is the actual goal here. Okay, so let's look at one more example from practice test number 1. This question says the student wants to emphasize the uniqueness of Taylor's accomplishment. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? Okay, so we see that this is a student note question. What are we going to do? We read the question already. Now we're going to go straight into every single answer choice and ask ourselves, does this answer choice emphasize the uniqueness of Taylor's accomplishment? If it does, then it's the correct answer. If it doesn't, it's wrong. So answer choice A says Taylor fled to this island, which was then occupied by the Union Army, for whom she began working. So does this answer choice emphasize the uniqueness of her accomplishments? Well, it doesn't really show anything about her doing anything unique. So So I'm gonna go ahead with no, and it doesn't really shed light on any major accomplishment. So I'm gonna eliminate A. Answer choice B says, after escaping slavery, Taylor began working for an all-black Army regiment as a nurse and teacher. So does this answer choice emphasize the uniqueness of her accomplishments? So it doesn't really show anything about her being super unique in this situation. It is an accomplishment that she began working as a nurse and a teacher. So answer choice B is one of those where you don't want to completely eliminate it. It may be right, but it's not the best answer choice here. So let's go to C. C says the book Taylor wrote about the time she spent with the regiment is still available to readers in print and online. Okay, so does this emphasize the uniqueness of her accomplishments? The answer here is really no, right? Just because it's available to readers in print and online is not super unique. There is an accomplishment highlighted because she wrote a book, which is an accomplishment, but I think we can find a better answer choice here, so I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate C. All right, last answer choice, D, says Taylor was the only Black woman to publish a Civil War memoir. So does this answer choice emphasize the uniqueness of Taylor's accomplishment? Yes. Does it emphasize first an accomplishment? It is an accomplishment because she was the only Black woman to publish a Civil War memoir, which is huge. And it is unique because it says she was the only Black woman. So answer choice D here is correct. Now, does this mean that you're never going to read the bullets? No. Sometimes you will need to read the bullets, but you should still follow this process because you're going to be able to eliminate wrong answer choices quickly. If you can get down to 1 or 2 answer choices, that's still going to be a huge help. If you like SAT reading strategy videos like this, make sure you go check out this video right here. It's going to go more into depth on what I was saying earlier about the SAT trying to confuse you with wrong answer choices. Additionally, if you're just starting your prep journey, make sure you go download our free guide linked in the description below, which also comes with a masterclass. It's going to walk you through SAT prep mistakes to avoid, how to start SAT prep, and the exact 3-step process we use to get our students results like this.